Good morning.
Good morning.
How is everybody today?
Well, I didn't oversleep, so that's good.
That's good. I was laying around and my alarm did not go off to remind me about this. And Chris, like 2 minutes ago, was like, "Hey, we doing meditation?" I was like,
Oh,
"Why? It's almost time." Oh my gosh, it is.
yeah, these last couple of mornings, it's been so cool and so rainy that I've just kind of kept right on snoozing. And the other day I woke up, it was 8:17, which is not, I'm an hour ahead. I was like, dang, I just missed the whole thing. Exactly. So
Well, I am pouring myself a cup of coffee right now.
that's what I'm doing. I'm drinking my coffee and petting the cat.
Aw,
My dog is laying down near the door. She knows it's a day when I'm going to work. So she's like, I'm just going to lay here and look really depressed.
Oh.
oh man, all I have is almond milk. And it's vanilla? I didn't order.
This will be good. I feel like my energy level just needs to be brought down because I've spent the last day and a half trying to get my phone set up on Mint Mobile, and the whole process of disconnecting it from my support job and then doing an eSIM. It was like 4 phone calls over a day and a half. And I don't know about you, when that stuff happens, it just gets my whole nervous system jangled.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. There's absolutely nothing you can do about that. That's the problem. There's no control.
Yeah. And then every time we would try to do something, it would require something else. And then it's like, oh, but in order to do this, we have to send you, I opted for a 2-step verification, which means that everything is pretty much sent to my cell phone as a text. And it's like, but the cell phone's not working. So that doesn't help me. Oh my God. Just went around and around and around for a day and a half. So I'm like, I just got it fixed like 5 minutes before this call. So I'm like,
Huzzah!
Oh, that's fantastic. Now you can just kick back and relax.
exactly. It's like, it's done. It's done.
Here comes Daphne.
Hi. I didn't see an email this morning, so I was like, oh no.
I have those set up as automated, and I told myself last night because it ran out, and I was like, oh, I'll just do it in the morning when, beforehand. I'll send the one and then I'll schedule the next like 5 or however many we have left. And then I was just telling them before you got here, I was just like laying around. And Chris was like, hey, are we doing meditation? I was like, yeah, why? He's like, because it's about to start in 2 minutes. I was like, oh, crap. So I did not send out that email, but I'll go schedule the rest of them for what is today? Is today the 26th?
I believe so, yes.
Yes.
Oh, it's hard to believe our time is almost through. So I wanted to bring this up. I'm going to keep doing this because it has been so good for me. It has been so helpful to get me to, show up and meditate. That's really like the benefit that I get from doing all of this is it's accountability for myself to make this part of my practice. So I'm going to do it again in May, and I'm thinking of like something different that we could do with it. Like, would it be on a theme, or there are different kinds of meditation, like writing meditation or walking meditation or different. So I'm kind of trying to think like maybe like each month I'll do something slightly different. So I don't have a theme or whatever set for next month, but I did just want to let everyone know if you want to keep showing up at 9, I will be here. So just let me know. I can add your email and keep sending you the link. And I think I'm going to do it sort of in these 30-day stretches so that, anyone that is wanting to get started, that like container will sort of be available to them. And then otherwise it'll just be like you can continue to be in the Facebook group and those things will still be posted there. So if 9 a.m. doesn't work great, or it's just too much, you think, to commit to every day going forward. Although I would definitely encourage you, even if 9 a.m. doesn't work, still commit to doing it every day going forward, especially those of you who've been here almost every day so far. It is such a good habit to have, and it's definitely something that's going to be well worth the time that you put into it whenever it is throughout the day you choose to sit down for your 15-20 minutes.
On the days that I've missed, I've really noticed it really makes a huge impact on my productivity for the rest of the day. And you're thinking it's just 15 minutes and I'm just sitting there with my eyes closed. I'm not even sure if I'm doing it right. And yet it's having such a profound effect on the rest of my day that I'm a little bit stunned.
Yeah, it's and for those that have not been feeling that, I just want to put this out there so you don't feel like something's wrong with you. It takes a while sometimes. Some people see the difference almost immediately. Some people, it takes just a while. And that's, no one really knows exactly why that is. We just know that it is. So don't get discouraged if you haven't had that experience yet. Keep showing up. It could be that your nervous system is just wired differently. It could be that it's just taking a little bit more for you to center your thoughts, and that, whatever it is, the more that you practice, the more it will work itself out and you will start to notice that. But yeah, Lori, I have the same thing. I wouldn't be able to do all of the stuff that I'm doing right now, like these last couple weeks and like this next month. I'd be lost if I was not doing this meditation every day. I don't know what it does either exactly. We just know that it does. And it just focuses you. It helps make everything clearer. It just helps you see your right next steps more clearly, and to not waste as much energy on having those mental wheels turning all the time when they don't need to be.
It's funny you talk about mental wheels, but I've been actually tracking and looking at my sleep and what's going on when I sleep. And my mind is busy all the time. It seems like meditation is the only time it really gets a break.
Yeah.
So.
And have you not been sleeping well, or have you been sleeping better, or do you remember your dreams?
No, I don't at
know.
all. No, as a matter of fact, I've been doing stuff to make my sleep better, more productive, or I guess less productive, because I just want to sleep, darn it. But so I've been tracking it, and I've just noticed that within the last month, I got more REM sleep going on, and I'm sleeping better and I'm sleeping longer.
That's great.
But it's one of those things where I'm like, my mind is really busy at night. I didn't realize how busy it was. And
maybe you could try to start setting a timer for a few minutes at night and giving yourself a meditation before bed. Sometimes that can help you fall into a deeper sleep faster.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing too. But I've got music playing, but it's that I'm going to say hippy dippy in the nicest possible way. But it's hippy dippy music, and there's no words and there's no story or anything. It's just 15 minutes to not think. And so, yeah, I have kind of incorporated that in the evening as well. And it's really made a big difference. I've been surprised.
I'm going to say one more thing and then we'll go into our meditation because we're running a little late here today. But one of the things that my teachers in India would say that I just always really latched onto as kind of an image is the mind is a tool. We think that we are our mind, and we think that our thoughts are what make us who we are. But it, like our body, is a tool that we have. We are the conscious observer. We are something bigger, farther back. That idea of if you could step away from yourself, can you do that? That idea of stepping back and being the observer of these things, that's more the we that we are. If our body changes from the time we're an infant to the time we're 7 years old, to the time we're an adult, we haven't changed. Our body has changed, our mind has changed, our personality might have changed, but that essence of who we are is constant. And so thinking of the mind as a tool instead of who we are, the mind can be used or not used. And we are constantly using the mind and putting all of this energy into trying to control things with our thoughts. We're trying to plan things out. We're trying to project into the future to guess it. We're remembering the past, which is mostly useless a lot of the time. There are all of these machinations that are going on in our mind all the time. It's like a motor that's stuck in the on position. When really what meditation does is it gives us the ability to flip the off switch, and it takes a lot of practice, and it can feel like we're out of control of that switch, and most of the time we still are, but it gives us the ability to control it some of the time, and then that control grows, and then we get to the point where the mind is a tool that we use just like our body is a tool that we use, and we learn to live in harmony with it. And so what you were saying just kind of reminded me of that like you feel like your mind is always so active at night, and then during meditation you get a chance to turn it off. The more that you meditate, the more you're going to get a chance to turn it off, even when you're not meditating. You'll get used to what that sensation is of, ah, my mind is a tool. I don't have to be controlled by it running all over the place. I'm actually the one in control. And I can say, mind, thank you. We don't need to worry about that right now. We can turn that off. We can just stop. We can calm down. We can center. And you'll be able to do that so much more quickly and easily. So I just thought I would throw that out there. And with that, I think we'll go ahead and start bringing this in. Just paying attention to the breath. Feeling the body alert but relaxing. Choosing that anchor, thought, phrase, sensation, or image. I'm actually going to encourage you today, unless you have something that really works for you and you don't want to do this, I'm going to encourage you to center your thoughts. Use as your anchor the throat chakra. So right there in your throat, right there where our voice lives. Just keep imagining a swirl of light in that spot and bringing your thoughts back to that swirl for the next 15 minutes. Om. Coming back into the present moment, back into your body, your life, the world. Our quote today is, let me pull it up here. Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. And that was Winston Churchill. Thank you so much for joining today.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good day.
I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.